It's been an amazing journey. You know, bodybuilding's given me so much. It's a road full of ups and downs. I did everything in life. And 4 weeks ago, I was in the bathroom crying, honestly sobbing with my girlfriend. Just like, felt like a lot was getting to me. It was a lot of pressure. Felt like things were just kind of hard and tough, and I wanted to just quit, to be honest. I felt like I'd lost a lot of faith in myself, and it was getting really hard to just push through. And I didn't quit. Obviously, we're here today, but this morning after prejudging, I had that same cry in the bathroom, but this one was a cry of gratitude and pride that I had pushed through and gotten through that. And it's these moments, it's this journey, and like I felt this before having the trophy around my neck. It's the journey, it's the experience, it's knowing that you pushed past times where you wanted to quit and you got done. You pushed through it. So to everyone out there whose dreams are scaring you, whose dreams make you want to quit, just don't quit. It's good. Your dreams should be big. They should be scary. Just keep pushing through. I have this thing I say, champion mentality. It's not about winning. It's not about a trophy. It's about having no quit. It's about giving everything you have so that when you show up on game day, before the results are over, you're proud of yourself and you know the work you put in. And that's all I can feel right now. Just pride and gratitude to be here on this stage.
I'd say the biggest sacrifice I've made for professional bodybuilding would be in my social life, especially coming from a very social background. In university, I lived in a house with 7 guys, and we kind of ran a big party scene around our school. We hosted parties, we all went to parties, we went out multiple times a week. And then all of a sudden I chose to transition into focusing more on my career of bodybuilding. And they'd be going out and asking me to come out, I'd be sitting in my room, just kind of waiting for them to leave and waiting to eat my next meal. Got to get to bed early because I had to wake up and do cardio. Even now, like, people come back from out of town, people are wanting to hang out. First thing they ask you, do you want to go for dinner? And you're in prep, you're like, I can't go out, you know? You can't eat, you can't go out. And it gets to the point too where they're like, oh, he's just gonna say no, don't even bother inviting him. So you find certain friends will stop even talking to you because you're that boring guy. So you miss out on a lot of social life, and probably my biggest sacrifice.
I don't know if about success and failure, because a lot of people can be lucky and successful, but I think a huge thing some people lack, others need more of it. You need to believe in yourself, like absolutely and fully know that you believe in yourself, or having an understanding that if you are doing everything at the best of your ability that's in your control, then you know you will be successful from that. And then that kind of creates a release of anxiety of the stuff that's out of your control, and you just focus on what is in your control. I think all really successful people have a mindset that can detach from whatever's out of their control, whatever might happen or come into your life, and only focus on what they can do and doing that at the best of their ability. At this stage in your career, how do you stay motivated? This is definitely something that has been a little bit more difficult in recent years. I kind of feel like I've accomplished a lot of what I wanted to accomplish. And it's almost like creating new goals in my head that I need to chase after, new difficult tasks that I need to do. And it's nitpicking how I looked in years past and understanding that I still haven't looked exactly how I want to look. And I want to get on stage looking like almost perfect at least once before I retire. So that kind of edges me to do everything in a little bit better that I wasn't doing properly last year. Like I was talking about, I want to peak better. Also, just sitting down and, like I said, picking new goals that it's going to be. I wanted to win the Olympia. I wanted to Olympia twice. I wanted to have the most Classic Olympia titles. I wanted to win with a perfect score. I had these goals, and I've accomplished all of them now. And now it's just what do you want next? And I really would love to be remembered as, to the end of time, as one of the goats of Classic Physique, and I want to really leave my legacy on Classic Physique in the IFBB. So my goal is to really accomplish that, and that's kind of keeping me motivated right now. So I'm trying to put my focus on fine-tuning things, chasing stuff. I tell myself in my head that people I'm competing against are getting better and better, and that they're coming up after me, and that I need to push myself more and more. And just trying to remember why I started all this, because I just love competing, I love bodybuilding, and I want to keep improving and being the best version of myself.
Winning isn't once what I thought it was. I found it to be much more complex than our traditional definitions of success. A lot of people fall to their knees in tears after a big accomplishment, partly due to joy and gratitude, but a lot of what you see is relief and even fear. I don't say this to be cynical, but I've heard it from various people and experienced it myself. It's a crucial moment in a person's journey where you need to ask yourself what winning means to you. Otherwise, you get stuck in a hamster wheel, chasing a potentially non-existent result. What I found is that winning doesn't happen on show day. It happens in those early mornings, painful workouts, long cardio sessions, and hungry nights. It happens in those moments of fear. we all have when faced with a difficult goal, and in more so in what you make of that fear. It happens in every second of every day before you win. If you can take every opportunity you have to bring yourself closer to your goal, win every one of those opportunities, all while becoming more resilient in the process, how can you lose? That is an exciting opportunity, an exciting responsibility to find out what you're truly capable of. A medal around your neck and a trophy in your hands provides but a moment of relief. Maybe a surge of excitement, but one that will quickly and surely fade. Then you're back to square one and faced with new decisions. Can I do it again? Will I do it again? There are new challenges you face now. You are so focused on winning, you didn't plan for what comes next. After all that hell you just put yourself through, are you ready to do it again, but with more intensity? If you're not improving, you're falling behind now. You've shown the world what you're capable of, and expect nothing less. Another scary but exciting opportunity. Another opportunity to grow. You may have busted your ass and gotten lucky once, but that was then and this is now. You can work 10 times smarter and harder than you did before, but you're still promised nothing. Entering hell blindly with no promise of what's on the other end is one thing, but getting to paradise and then choosing to turn back around into hell, full well knowing what to expect this time, with a pipe dream of a better paradise on the other end waiting for you, that's insanity. But history has a habit of calling ambitious people crazy. There's no guarantee of what you'll find on the other side of hell. You may even be crazy enough to learn that it was never hell to begin with. Maybe, just maybe, you can open your mind to the possibility that paradise is found in how you choose to look and act in this world. Paradise, like our goals, may not really be a destination, but an endless horizon we secretly don't want to reach. A never-ending reason to keep working and growing, with the intention not to accomplish goals, but to become someone who can accomplish any goal. Winning equally has no finish line. It's about the responsibility to ourselves to take control of what little things you can in this world, regardless of circumstance. To train your mind to switch your perspective and focus on being the absolute best you can be in the areas you do have control over. Having a champion mentality isn't about the trophies, medals, or success. It's about having no quit. It's not letting anyone hear you complain, standing up for all you believe in, living in your truth, and setting the standard at which you operate at for everything in your life. It's about willingly choosing to do every single thing within your power to achieve your end result. At the end of it all, you may just find that the trophies and money were never the prize you wanted, but rather the journey and the mentality you built along the way with everything you ever needed.
And I've always been a huge believer that your mentality, your mental state, your mental toughness, everything is a huge driver of success, and what separates true long-lasting champions from people who just win once or twice. And it developed a lot more over the years as I started to really understand just how important your mind is in competitive sports, success, career, absolutely anything, and understanding that you are your own worst enemy all the time. You are literally competing against yourself all the time, and that the champion mentality isn't so much about being a champion and winning trophies, but it's about having no quit. Like I said in my Olympia speech, it's about giving your all, giving your best, setting the standard for yourself so that you are putting in your best work to get your own best result. Whether you win or lose, you're competing with a champion mentality to be the best version of yourself. It's kind of what it's developed into, and I mean, more every year I try and learn more about my mental state, and that's my champion mentality. The internal battle I have in my mind about my health, partly because of stuff I've gone through in the past, but also if you're a bodybuilder and you're competing at a high level and you have absolutely zero concern for your health, you're probably lying and denying how you feel, or you're just stupid, because obviously you're putting a lot of stress on your body, you're doing a lot of so it definitely takes a toll on me, and sometimes I get in these moments and I'm like, is something happening? Is something wrong? Why am I doing this just to step on stage and compete? Is it worth it? And I get in these head battles like that, and that's when I know I need to be doing my health checks, blood work, everything, making sure I'm healthy. I'm working with a new doctor now and making sure everything's on point, so I can instead of thinking I'm feeling good, I know I'm doing everything I can to feel good. And also just learning to not live in fear, because anything can happen at any time in your life, and if you choose to do something, then do it. Don't do it and then stress about doing it, or you might as well not be doing it at all, because I don't want to live my life like that.
Follow my journey. All I want to show you guys is to chase what you love, and as you're chasing it, enjoy every step of the journey along the way, and just love what you do, because life has no other purpose other than that. So thank you guys for following along. I hope you learned something from the stuff I share, and I love you guys.